Start again. Hello. First video in a while. I got sick and recently and a bunch of other stuff family-wise and job searching came up and I just lost track of everything and kind of forgot to upload for a while. But I'm back. I'm going to start trying to upload more. But today is... I'm disappointed. As you all know, I am very much into fan fiction. I really enjoy reading the stories. I enjoy seeing how people basically write short novels without needing to publish them and go through all that nonsense, publishing them in a book and going through all that nonsense. That's quite annoying. But what I am disappointed in is the type of stories that are being put out these days. I will explain. How I interpret fan fiction is it's your story. You choose the genre, you choose the universe, whatever. You choose the basis for the world. It could be something you create yourself or take inspiration from something else. It can be whatever you want. It's your world, your rules dictate it. You do not need to follow. If it's your own original world, then you create everything. But if you use a world like Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, One Piece, or Naruto, I'm literally just picking 6 things I know of off the top of my head. Pick any one of those. With fan fiction, you do not need to follow the same rules that those worlds have. Some fans of those will be like, that's not how that works. But as previous authors have said, this is my work of fiction. I can kind of make the rules how I want. And while that may not be the best, while that may not be what everyone likes, it's your story, you can do whatever you want. What I despise, and when people start making a good book go completely off the rails by just saying, oh, well, the story isn't enough like the canon version of this world, so I'm going to go in that direction and completely ignore any creative liberties I may take because it's my work of fiction. I'll go in one. Let's see. DC World. DC and Marvel. I'll tackle those two first. In a Marvel one story I'm reading, being reborn as Justin Hammer, or as you would later find out, Victor Von Doom, because that's weird, and also one of the weirdest plot lines I've ever heard of. Interesting. Being a guy who's seen the MCU and read the comics, been a massive comic fan from our world, the real world, going into that world, the MCU specifically, wow, that'd be a lot of excess knowledge that you'd have. And basically taking over Tony Stark's place before Tony, like immediately after Tony admits he's Iron Man, from Justin Hammer's point of view, basically beat out Tony in every term of the word and just become overpowered as all get out. That sounds interesting. Now I noticed it's only like 7 chapters in. There's like 50 total chapters. He's already pretty strong. What else can he do? He goes off and tries to learn magic from the Ancient One. She refuses, so he drops what is the equivalent of a nuke on her. She immediately pulls into the mirror dimension, and it gets destroyed. She refuses immediately. Now, I've seen, because he is an abomination that shouldn't exist, I've seen in many different fan fictions where people go to the Marvel Universe and try to learn magic from the Ancient One. I mean, they describe him pretty well, being someone who's very cautious and not just going to immediately say yes, but going to need something, a way to prove you're not going to just use magic to destroy the world. But none of them have outright refused and then threatened to kill you within 5 seconds of meeting you. If she had the Time Stone and can do what Doctor Strange did, see the futures, she would not have taken in Caecilius ever, because she would have seen what he'd done. So it's clear people are just not, in my opinion, that is not how It just doesn't make any sense. Neither in Doctor Strange nor in the fanfiction why she would do that. Next, meets Thor, takes Thor's blood, takes the Destroyer piece of armor, all of that. Sounds awesome. Make a god. Turn yourself into a god. Make yourself a suit of armor like the Destroyer has. Awesome. Hijacks the ride onto, Thor back to Asgard. Meets Mimir, the head that has no body, which is the wisest thing in existence, beating out Odin. Pretty much the god of wisdom for the Norse mythology, I think. I have no idea if that's right or not. That's just what was described to me in the fanfiction. And from what little I know of Odin from the comics and from the MCU. I don't know too much about the myth. I never really cared about the mythos of that stuff or any real mythology. I was more Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. I read Percy Jackson, but I never really too much got absorbed into the mythology base of it. So, but second thing he did, he threw a bunch of stuff, including the heart. He threw, I think, the blood of Thor, his own blood, and then the decapitated head of Blackheart, which, if anyone has seen Ghost Rider, is the son of Mephisto. The moment I read that, I knew, great, this story's going down, because Mephisto is the devil of the Marvel Universe. He is literally just the devil, Mephistopheles. Mephisto, the devil. Lucifer, for some reason, doesn't exist in the Marvel Universe. It's Mephisto. Anything involving him always goes wrong. Let's look up Spider-Man's and Doctor Doom's in the comic, their interaction with Mephisto, and you will immediately see my point. So, what does he do? He throws all that in the well that Odin had and gained knowledge, and the seed of a god basically inside his body, similar to the dragon seed from Fairy Tale, which slowly turned people into dragon the more they use their powers. For him, it was just slowly turning him into a god. Immediately started to kill him because Mephisto wanted to kill him. I don't know, the chapter didn't really make it too clear. My biggest problem was the person wrote in the story that his AI that he made, that he pretty much treated as a basically almost girlfriend. Well, he treated it like his child, but also flirted with it. It was weird. It was a weird situation. Clearly, he was close to her, but also, I don't know. It was weird. I didn't focus too much on it. What I did focus on was she immediately betrayed him and ripped his heart from his chest the moment she pulled an Ultron, joined Mephisto, then tried to kill him. Instantly, no hesitation. For no reason. There is no build-up until the next chapter, which apparently came out a full 2 months later, explaining that she had reset herself and basically created two versions of herself. Why you could not have split that into, just made that instead of the immediate. And he even made a point of saying, like, oh yeah, we in the next chapter in the notes, he's like, oh yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Readers can't see the big picture. Was it necessary though? And the other thing is, he keeps getting these power boosts while not working for it pretty much at all, and also not doing anything with it. He's like, oh, I gotta be powerful enough to survive in the Marvel Universe. Just gather information on everyone to the point where you're invaluable and too dangerous to let live, but also too invaluable to kill, and everyone leaves you alone. Make yourself immune to just death. That doesn't mean a god, meaning get favor with death and become immune to death's grasp. Or become part of death's court. Become a servant of death itself. I'd accept that in the Marvel Universe. If I was there, I'd accept becoming a servant of death. If it mean I didn't get messed up by everything else. I would not need to become so obsessed. And it's just one of the many things. Going on with Harry Potter, everyone's like, ooh, magic. and literally just makes it, let's either befriend Harry, then follow the exact canon storyline, or become Harry and do the canon storyline instead. Or solve all of Harry's problems either by first year of Hogwarts or before. Because that makes so much sense. I haven't seen too many Lord of the Rings, and things like anime. The anime ones are good. One Piece ones are just like, hey, no one ever focused on the bad parts of One Piece, despite the fact that the anime and manga did. So let's make every single person who goes to One Piece suffer, either born into the world as a slave and suffering under the heel of the celestial dragons, or make them unable to do anything and kill them. And it just... Same things with Naruto. It's like, let's show off all the dark parts of the ninja world with which anyone with a brain and any amount of logic could understand. We know that the ninja world and the pirate world are dark just from this world's version of pirates and ninjas. You add superpowers, near immortals, gods, devil fruits, haki, the Rokushiki, into the world from the world of One Piece onto our world, and we would know just how bloody things could get. Add superpowers like chakra, the Atsukis, the Uchiha, the Hyuga, Uzumaki's, tailed beasts. I'm just naming off things that immediately come to head from the Naruto world and the One Piece world. All of that into the shinobi or ninja from our world, and it would get bloody. We know how bloody and violent things get. We do not need those fan fictions to basically, let's take all of Guts' backstory from Berserk and add it into a Naruto fan fiction, because then it's not Naruto anymore. It's you being a jerk. And some people are like, oh, well, it's kind of my story and I want to write it slightly darker. That's fine. I'm okay with slightly dark. Not Berserk levels of dark. That's a level that no human needs to go to. Berserk didn't need to exist. As far as I'm concerned, that should all be burned. I don't care if some people enjoy it. If you do, there might be something wrong with you considering how messed up that series is. Not going to explain anything more about it. There's a lot of anime and manga out there that's really disturbing, and I don't understand how anyone can get into it. I really don't. Just from what little I know of Berserk, and here's why. Why I learned of how horrible it is was from watching Screw Attack's death battle of Guts versus Nightmare from Soul Calibur. Just from that alone, I realized I never need to look at Berserk. I never need to read the manga. I never need to watch the anime. It's not worth my time. It's not worth darkening my soul to the point where I'm irredeemable. For what? A dude swinging a big sword around? If I want that, I'll go watch people play Final Fantasy and watch Cloud throw the Buster Sword around. I'll go play Yu-Gi-Oh! If I want to see fantastic fights between demons and humans. Hey, I'll watch Dragon Ball. That gave me the powerful fights I would need. All in all, the overarching point I'm trying to make is, I believe that people have in their head an idea that if they don't keep an idea close to the original, no one's going to like it. And the problem is, it's true. So many stories have been written so close to the original that people are accepting that as the only way you can do it. I've read plenty of really good stories that diverge from canon. I'm not saying that none of them do, but a lot of them do not diverge. The some that do get hated on so bad. Everyone treats it like it's trash, sends the author death threats. It's like everyone is just so unable to rate anything that isn't canon. They can't accept something that is different. And I can accept something that is... And I can accept things that are different than canon, but some things... I can accept some things that are close to canon, but some things need to be changed in order to make it original and not just a direct ripoff. Sorry. My throat hurt. Give me a second. I've really been chugging Gatorade the last couple days. My throat's been killing me. But that was my rant. My big rant that has been simmering since the last time I uploaded. I've been reading a lot more fan fiction, and it's just been constantly there, just getting worse and worse. And the worst thing about it is, seeing all this kills my creative spirit. And here's why. Seeing how people don't enjoy original content and only enjoy content that's the same as everything else makes me realize that if I make original content original to me, no one's going to enjoy it, no one's going to watch it, read it, listen to it, no one's going to care, and so it's a waste of my time. And upon realizing this, I realized that it doesn't matter what I make, no one's going to enjoy it, so why bother in the first place? It kills my creative spirit to create YouTube videos. It kills my creative spirit to make a video game or write a fan fiction of my own, write a movie script, because no one's going to enjoy it if it's completely original or different from everything else. Individuality seems to be only limited to people who are either highly influential or people who are individual to the point of still not individual. It's like saying everyone else is 50. Everyone else is represented by the number 50. Anyone who's 50 to 50, number 51 to 55, that's okay. Anyone who's anywhere from 49 to 0, 49, all the way to negative infinity, and anyone who's like 50, number 56, all the way to infinity, no one cares. It's such a short range of how people accept things. Also, I have, moving away from all of that, I have also renamed my channel. I anticipated doing FNAF content when I first made this channel. That's why I named myself Withered Glitch Trap. I intended to do something that I had seen online, which was gacha. It's simple. I can make characters. I can have them react to things. It seemed to be working well for people. And it seemed like people were having fun making them, but stuff got caught up. I realized how expensive making those videos would be, and I would not make a lot of money for a while, especially considering I don't have a job. So it would take forever for me to make money doing odd jobs for my mom and dad and my grandparents just to make up enough money to get a computer that can actually run this stuff, because my current computer is very old. It's about 3 or 4 years old and doesn't run anything. It's a Chromebook. It's a Google Chromebook. I changed my name to a different name because I realized, why limit myself? I am intending to not do, I guess, Naruto-specific content. I don't know what I'm going to do. Content-wise, it's going to be sticking to these types of videos for maybe until next year. I don't know. It all depends what job I get and how much money I get paid. And how soon I can get a computer, get software that allow me to record audio, because I know that was a problem for the last 2 videos I made, because I recorded on my computer, which does not have a microphone. I don't have a mic. So, and I have a microphone on my headphones, but it doesn't work. And I don't have a microphone on my AirPods, and also my computer's Bluetooth connection cuts at every 3 seconds, so it's not even a viable option. So until I get a new computer and buy an actual microphone and something that will actually allow me to and programs that allow me to record my screen, record my audio, learn how to edit my videos so I'm not looking like an idiot. I will start there. One other idea I'd have is streaming, because I know people make a lot of money if they can make it big on streaming. I might try both. I don't know. And I'll try streaming on YouTube or on Twitch, because Twitch is the only place I know where streamers are. It's the only place I know where people make money on streaming anyways. So that's me. I have no idea what I'll be doing. One thing I'm thinking of doing is either let's get a computer. I might start doing Minecraft stuff. I've never done Minecraft on the computer, so it might be slow. Though I know that exists. You can buy like controllers to play on the computer, which would be fun. So yay, though that wouldn't work for everything, because I'm intending to do modded stuff, and I don't think I'd be able to do all the controls and stuff with the controllers, so I might have to learn to just play at the computer. That'll be fun. I could also try and figure out a way to record off my Switch and play things like Breath of the Wild. Don't know if anyone would watch that. I might do that. I might not. I have no idea. It's all up to whatever I can possibly do, get the money to buy equipment for. This is I think my longest video I've ever made. Currently sits at almost 22 minutes. As of the time I'm recording this, has been going on for 22 minutes. I have no idea. What I'm doing with this. Thank you all for the support you give me. I think my first video, the Just a Doodle video, I think has 12 views. Nice. And something I'm realizing is I see all the time small YouTubers like, oh, thanks for like 100 views on the last video. I'm like, that's not too big a number when I'm used to watching YouTubers who get like 400,000 views on a video in like less than 2 hours. Then I realized the channel also only has about 200 subscribers. 100 views of the video means half the subscribers saw their video, which is amazing. They reached half their target demographic. So thank you for what little support I get, I guess. I don't get much, but it's better than nothing. So I don't even know if I'll be able to upload this video. It's been going on for so long. Might take 4 hours to upload. I have no idea, but thank you all. This is Shiro Zetsu, signing off.